want you to notice just the beauty of the land as you drive through it. I don't know if you know how green it is, all the trees, and the building up and everything. This is fulfilled prophecy, ancient prophecies. Ezekiel wrote about, what was it, around 500, 600 BC, just in that area. And he told about these things. I just want to point this out real quickly because I have something else for you, and I'm going to go fast. But he says in Ezekiel 36 that he's going to scatter these people because of their unbelief and their godlessness. He's going to scatter them around the world, but he's not going to forsake them. He's not going to forget them. In the last days, he said, I'm going to bring them back to this land. This is what is so thrilling about being here now. But listen to what he says. This is Ezekiel 600 BC. He says in Ezekiel 36:24, for I will take you from among the nations, gather you out of all the countries, and bring you into your own land. There it is. Amen. Okay? And here's what he says when they come into the land in verse 29. I will call for the grain and multiply it and bring no famine upon you. I will multiply the fruit of the trees and the increase of your fields so that you need never again bear reproach of famine among the nations. I'm going to make it productive again. And as Eris was saying, that not only do they provide for themselves, but they export. And Israel is one of the primary exporters of fruits and vegetables to the continent of Europe. Little country the size of New Jersey. You know? I love that story about the natural gas. Yeah. God's blessing on this place. Listen to what he says in verse 34. The desolate land. Remember what Eris said, Mark Twain said about this land? It was an absolute, who would ever want to live here? The place is a desolation. It couldn't even hardly find a tree on it. And it was just, anything that was there was just swampy, dry desert. The desolate land shall be tilled instead of lying desolate in the sight of all who pass by, so that they say, this land that was desolate has become like the Garden of Eden, and the wasted, desolate, and ruined cities are now fortified and inhabited. Here we are. So to me, this is just, I want you to notice as we travel through the land, and we're going to travel from this area by the Mediterranean, we're going to through the Jezreel Valley, Armageddon, through Nazareth, by Cana, where the first miracle was, over to the Sea of Galilee, where Jesus spent most of his ministry. And I want you just to observe the land, okay, and see how God has been true to his word.